Hello everyone, let's continue with the Delhi Sultanate. I told you that Delhi Sultanate is actually nothing but various dynasties and various kingdoms that ruled over here. So you have five dynasties, five prominent main dynasties, which are the Slave dynasty, the Sayyid dynasty, Lodi dynasty, Khilji dynasty, and the Tughlaq dynasty. These are not at the order, but yeah, these are the five prominent ones. First one of them being the Slave dynasty. Let's learn about the Slave dynasty in detail now. So once we all know that in history, Muhammad Ghori has attacked India. Now he attacked India. He defeated Prithviraj Chauhan in the second battle of Terrain. Terrain is a place near Taneshwar. So there he attacked Prithviraj Chauhan and defeated him. He looted India. He looted the Gangetic plains of Bihar and Bengal. He looted completely the India because at that time India was a very wealthy country. It had a lot of money and it was very prosperous and wealthy. But what happened was this Muhammad Ghori who was there had no interest in actually ruling the country because he just wanted to loot India. He just wanted to take the money and the wealth from here. He had no interest in ruling India. He had interest only in his place. He had no interest in ruling India. Also, that the India which was there, he had to also give a lot of money in India. So therefore, he did not wanted to rule over India. He just defeated the people. He took all the money. He looted everyone, and he went to Afghanistan. But his slave general who was there, Qutbuddin Aibak, he made him the viceroy of Delhi. Now, Qutbuddin Aibak, as he was the viceroy of Delhi, did many such further things and therefore became the founder of the slave dynasty. He became the ruler of this kingdom. So, let's learn about this first ruler of the slave dynasty, which is Qutbuddin Aibak. Qutbuddin Aibak is said to be the founder of the slave dynasties. First, the slave dynasty which is there, the rulers of the slave dynasty was called as the Mamluk Sultans. Mamluk means actually the owned one. And at that time, the slaves which were there, people used to buy people as slaves. And therefore, Mamluk means the people who are there, the owned people, and therefore, as they were sultans, they were called as the Mamluk Sultans, also called as the slave dynasty. He captured the fort of Kalinjar at Bundelkhand and the Anilwara, which was the capital of Solankis in Gujarat. Besides being a brave and a capable military general, he was called as the man of letters. That means, although he was a strong and nice military general, he was very strong enough. He was brave military general. He could fight well, but still he was called as the man of letters. That means that his literature and his words and all those things were also same at the same time. They were also very good, therefore called as the man of letters. Many people have also gone to his courts to listen his things. Very great people have gone. He is also called as Lakbakshi. Lakbaksh means actually he was very good and liberal person. So he gave a lot. He distributed a lot of money. Liberally, he distributed a lot of money in charity. Helped people. He gave it to help needy people, and therefore he is called as Lakbaksh. He also did the foundation of Qutub Minar. But before Qutub Minar was completely made, he died while playing polo. Means polo is a game like just like hockey, but you have to sit on a horse and play hockey. So once what happened was when he was going on horse, the horse say he had a sudden fall. He fell from horse and he died. Means he is such a great ruler and how he dies. Now let's learn about the political history of the slave dynasty. So, as I told you, the first ruler of the slave dynasty was Qutbuddin Aibak, the founder of the slave dynasty. Then, after Qutbuddin Aibak died, his son Aram Shah became the ruler. But just like his name, he was very, very lenient about the kingdom. He was not capable of ruling the kingdom. He just wanted prosperity, and he did nothing. No work he did. but he enjoyed. Therefore, the Iltutmish who was there, who was Kutubuddin Aibak's son-in-law, his daughter's husband, he took and he overdid Aram Shah and became the kingdom. After Iltutmish became the kingdom, when he was at the verge of dying, Iltutmish thought that his sons were not capable for becoming sultans. Therefore, he actually told that Razia Sultana, he appointed Razia to become the sultan. But the nobles who were there, the all the people who were there, they rebelled. They told ki no, it is not possible that to make a woman a king, a sultan. A woman cannot completely take the charge of the whole country. She cannot be capable for the sultan's authority. A man has to do that. People also thought that it was underestimating for some people that they had to work under a lady, and therefore they straightly rejected this, and they told that if you want to make anybody king, you make any man. A lady cannot be made king, and therefore Iltutmish's son Ruknuddin became the sultan. But as Iltutmish told, same thing happened. He was incapable of becoming the sultan. And soon what happened was that immediately after 7 months, he was removed from the authority of sultan, because people saw that he is really incapable of being a sultan. Razia was more capable for that. Therefore, after that, Razia Sultana was made the Sultan, the king of the emperor, who became the first woman ruler of the Delhi Sultanate. I hope you must have understood about the slave dynasty. Next time, we will be talking about the Khilji dynasty. Thank you.